Returning to the microphone for episode number 76. I'm your host, Eric Lucier. Your Trip is Short podcast, April 11th, 2022. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Thank you for tuning in once again. Put together this playlist last week in anticipation of releasing another episode of Your Trip is Short, but didn't get behind the microphone like I had anticipated. But the music is mostly set aside. We're going to adjust that because had the opportunity to see yet more music this past handful of days in South Burlington at Higher Ground, and I hope you had the chance to see some music. If that's your thing, everybody's got their thing, right? What you look forward to doing most, or right up there at the top of your list, especially perhaps on the weekend or with friends. I hope you have that thing, and if you don't, you're in a search for it, because I have found it is extremely important to have a thing or things in my life. Was speaking to someone recently about how I need more of these things that I like to do, whether it's recording a podcast with Polly V and Rev Dog and Troy Millette over at No Thought Required, or it's doing this podcast, Your Trip is Short, or it's seeing some live music like I had the chance to do with Lettuce and Melt and Moxie at Higher Ground these past handful of days, whether it's getting outside for a walk, whether it's seeing friends socially, doing brunch perhaps. I hope you have that thing and it brings you joy, and you look to do that thing as much as you can. I've found that the more I do some of these things, the more I want to do them, and it makes it difficult when I don't have the opportunity to do so. But fortunately, Thursday night and Saturday night, had the chance to go out with my friend Scott and see some live music at Higher Ground. Thursday, his treat, Lettuce, threw down once again at Higher Ground, one night short of their official 30th anniversary celebration. Just incredible how long those guys have been doing it. Adam Deitch, Jesus Combs, Adam Schmeens Smirnoff, Nigel Hall, Ryan Zoidis, Eric Benny Bloom. That six-piece from New York City, Lettuce, absolutely threw down in the Higher Ground Ballroom. Packed crowd, too, on Thursday night. And then a show that I had bought tickets for a few weeks ago, physical tickets nonetheless, was Saturday night, and it was Melt, also from New York City, who I was really looking forward to seeing. And this band called Moxie opening up for them. And I was checking them out earlier in the day, and come to find out they're based out of southern Vermont, Brattleboro area, I believe. And so they tour around southern Vermont quite a bit, but I'd never heard their name before. They were a quartet, also fronted with a female like Melt, and really just shocked me with how much their set blew me away. Walked in about 10 minutes late for their start of their show Saturday night at Higher Ground, which after the 45-minute set overall really bummed me out that I missed those first 10 minutes, because was really, really taken aback by how powerful their set was. Their songs really well crafted, kind of like a pop fusion funk thing, not folk, funk, pop fusion funk. Their songs were really well written, all about 3 to 4 minutes long, nothing excessive in it. And the drummer, bassist, and guitarist were really locked in, and their lead gal, who had a great set of pipes on her, also added in a second guitar, and really was just wowed by their set. And Melt, no slackers either. 75 minutes of some really great pop funk type of jams. Great horn section, kind of underutilized, but the three gals in that band, the trumpet player, the lead guitarist, and their front gal, and all of them just stepped up and really took their time in the spotlight, especially Marlo, their guitarist, really just shocked me with her presence on stage, and when she stepped up for her leads was commanding. And so great stuff. Not nearly enough from them, in my opinion. Wanted to hear a little bit more, but they'll be back for Waking Windows mid-May in Winooski, Saturday, May 14th. And now I'm a little bummed that I believe I need the whole day pass of like $60, but I definitely want to check those guys out when I can. Moxie Great stuff, and as a result, actually, I want to throw in a track here on this upcoming 10-song block from Moxie. They were not in the original selection, but I want to throw in a track for you here, and I hope you have the chance to check them out and you dig as well. So, I had a couple of chances to do one of the things that I most enjoy, and I'm hoping that you have the chance to do so as well. So that thing we will call this episode of Your Trip is Short. And with that, we're going to wrap up this meandering conversation and get to the music, the most important part of this podcast. I'm your host, Eric Lucier. Once again, Monday, April 11th, 2022, number 76. Enjoy the music. Your trip is short.